Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. The video today from Replicant Fish. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
Your body, my choice, is for losers. Plain and simple. And why 4B women in the US will fail. It will not work. Not en masse. Not in a big scale. Not for a lot of women. No, 4B will not work for a lot of women in the US.
So I hope we could all collectively realize now that it's never been about their personal morals, but it's always been about power and control. Your Body, My Choice forever. At the time of posting this hours ago, this had 24K likes. It now has, I'm sure, 40K. And the comments are people agreeing with this person. And maybe the only good thing to happen from this election is that people feel now emboldened to say the quiet part out loud. And just like a covert abuser, they're not typically going to say the quiet part out loud. They're not going to say, I'm abusing you because I hate you, I'm a misogynist, etc. They're going to poise themselves as being morally superior, as everything is your fault. If you just did this, then I wouldn't need to do this.
Again, before I begin, race and politics are not my ballpark, not the content I usually make. I usually mostly focus on dating and relationships, modern dating and relationships. The nature
Me and Fish are the same.
of both men and women. But however, this election, again, like I said in my previous video, it has caused an interesting shift, hasn't it?
It really did.
Well, for me, it has anyway. I've noticed so many things. And even I was looking at the chart, the results, the polls, as to who voted who and the percentages. And even looking at that, I'm still like, wow, that is... On one hand, it's like, I get it now. I get it. On another hand, I'm like, what do I get though? Like, what do I get? What do I get? I had no idea this election, the results would cause me to go down so many rabbit holes and research so much. Like, why am I researching this? Okay, so waffling aside, Nicky Boy Fuentes, yeah, that weirdo, which I'm still wondering, like, is he fully real or is it an act to a degree? Because he did have an audience with Trump, he did meet Trump and everything. And then he comes out with this, your body, my choice, forever. Forever. I do think it's for losers. I think it's dangerous. And already a lot of young boys are saying it already to girls, which is, that's not good. And I think what I'm saying is, I think this has made me realize the amount of, I don't know, I'm wondering myself, how many dudes really want this world of women being subordinates just so that they would have a wife or something? Like, I'm wondering to myself, have I been naive in that? Like, comment, email me if you want. Have I been naive in that thought? Like, I'm wondering how niche is Nicky Boy saying that? Like, how many men really want that world? Now, that doesn't exist in my understanding simply because of, like, things that I say. A woman's willingness trumps everything. It really does. They proved it themselves with the election. Literally, the amount of women that went against other women for their own selfish reasons. Yeah, it didn't matter about, oh, the cause. Oh, F the cause. Which, like I'm saying, as a man...
I mean, everybody has self-preservation. Again, you're allowed to vote for your own interest. It doesn't mean it has to be the interests of the greater people, in a sense.
I find that hilarious. Women's willingness will always trump everything. This weird sort of control, you need to be my subordinate sort of thing. If men fully understood it, they would understand that this is BS. Women aren't going anywhere. That's what men need to understand. Women aren't going anywhere. A lot of what they're talking is fluff. It is waffle. It is BS. They've proven it themselves. And this is also why 4B will fail as well. This is why 4B women talking that, yeah, please. It's just waffle as well. It's going to last for a week, a month, 3 months for most women. But let's be honest, a lot of women are not doing this 4B nonsense. They're not doing it. They wouldn't do it to begin with. A woman's willingness really trumps everything. You don't need to say to a woman, your body, my...
By the time it's next year, passport bros are going to be in again, just because everybody's going to be mad at people for trying to travel outside of the country. It's like a cycle.
A choice. You don't need to believe the 4B nonsense, because if you really understood it, women aren't going anywhere. Women lie to themselves. Why do men not understand? Of course they're going to lie to us, lie to you, lie to everyone. True. They lie to themselves.
When they're so delulu about the things themselves. Yeah, why wouldn't they lie to us?
Come on, don't believe him. Look at their actions.
So that you don't catch on why the real reason they're doing what they're doing is to exert control and dominance over you. Power and control. And
I don't care what you do. Just stop, taking out babies. That's...
Anyone that believes that it was about anything moral has been gaslit. In my personal opinion, I know that we're grieving. There's a lot of people grieving right now. But I also see a lot of people feeling...
Who died?
Very angry. And I think I kind of want us to stay in that anger. And I advocate about anger quite a bit in the healing process after DV, because I believe that it's such a pivotal part of healing. A lot of people, especially oppressive people, will demonize people's righteous anger in order so that you're more palatable so that you're more controllable. So if you're grieving right now, totally, I
I
understand.
feel like that's what women do. When we get outraged and express our emotions, then you try to control our emotions by calling us lame or, emotional.
That. And then, girl, I want you to get up. I need
And me personally, you know what that saying is bollocks for me personally. I kind of like a woman who's a bit of a bitch. I don't want women to be completely subordinate. I kind of like when there's a bit of a fire in women. Not when it's chaotic, not when it's full chaos and, she's exploding. Any moment she could explode. I'm not talking about the full-blown chaos of a modern woman. No, not that. Not that. But I'm saying a bit of a spark, a little bit of bitchiness, a little bit of bitchiness. A decent
I am complete opposite of you, Fish. I do not want to deal with it at all. No talk back, please.
amount of freak. Hey, come on. Because like I'm saying, women aren't going anywhere. They may be difficult, they talk a lot of crap, they lie a lot, they're entitled and they act better than they actually are. It's like, come on, women. Yeah, be humble. But women are not going anywhere. If you fully understood that, you'd never need to say to women, your body, my choice. Especially if you're a Republican dude. I mean, didn't women prove that to you? Didn't they prove that to you? This is overkill beyond overkill. That's why it's lame. It's like if you're a man and you know it, let it be. This is ridiculous though. It looks loserish. It looks lame. It looks desperate. It looks insecure. Again, women have proven it. And if you're a man that knows it, you know it, don't you? But again, but I mean, what do I know? This entire election has made me, think about a lot of things. It's made me see certain things in a different way, a different light. But it's also confirmed exactly what I say. A woman's willingness really does trump everything, including your want to make her a subordinate.
people to organize. If you want to learn more about organizing in your communities, there are some books that you can read, some more books. And these are also, I have PDFs.
I hope you're focused and on your square.
Witchcraft. Now is the time for witchcraft. Now is the time for witchcraft. And I'm not talking about that witchcraft light. I'm not talking about that pseudo witchcraft. I'm not talking about that comfortable witchcraft. I'm not talking about that Tempur-Pedic mattress, air conditioning, cozy knit sweater. Oh, all I have to do is smear a little bit of menstrual blood around the doorframe. I don't even need to know what that means.
What does that even mean? But who cares? Who cares? As a modern man, some chicks probably works a curse on you at some point. Yeah? If you dated as a man, yeah, you've probably been cursed by some woman, a witch or mystical chick of some kind. Who knows? She's probably crap at doing that anyway. But the point is, the reactions, the drastic reactions we're seeing from so many people post-election, post-results. Now, in this woman's case, she's going full witchcraft. Wow. She's going full magic, full spells, full in on working magic, basically. On men, a man, the populace of men. Is she telling women to, put curses on the men in their lives? Put curses on Trump voters? What is she saying? Either way, the drastic reactions we've seen of women post-election. And this is why the 4B movement will not work. Because a lot of women will never leave their men.
Again, it's usually the women that are usually the least attractive women that really get on board with a lot of this stuff.
Oh, look at this.
What? Then y'all talking about let's do the 4B plan where we don't talk to men, we don't date, we don't kiss, we don't look, we don't touch, we don't... Bitch! I don't want to do that shit! The fuck? Like, what? Y'all already pissing me off enough with this election shit. Y'all talking about something, oh yeah, and ladies, no! I don't want to do that shit, bitch! I just want, bitch, what the fuck? Like, what? I don't want to do no 4B shit! I don't want to do that shit! I love my man!
Okay, so here you have a woman screaming in her car that she ain't doing no 4B. She loves her man. An interesting point as well, a black woman. And why is it interesting? Because a lot of black women are saying, because of the way white women voted en masse in America, we're not getting on accord with nothing you do. So some of you are trying to do 4B. We're not doing 4B with you. We'll do 4B anyway, but not with you. And some of us, we're not doing 4B anyway. No, we're not doing 4B. So this is my point. Women themselves have proven with this election how not on accord all of them are. Yes, a lot of black women are on accord, but so are a lot of white women on accord the other way. The other way. Like that in itself is amazing and hilarious. And why, as a man, you don't need to say, your body, my choice. Women have proven their cap. Women have proven they're going to lie to each other, let alone us. Yeah? So these are reasons why, of course, please, 4B my nuts. A lot of them, again, are going to do it for about a week, about a month, 6 months at max, please. Let the right.
That's the thing. I think women are so much like nowadays, women care more about sex than men do. They want sex just as often as men, especially young women. Men aren't getting it in mass like that. Women are, and they have been getting it for the last, what, 50 decades almost. So they're just standard whores. Like that's what they enjoy doing. That is their pastime. It's hard to take away someone's pastime.
Right man come along, 4B's gonna be gone.
What are y'all talking about? Like, what the fuck? I want love and affection, bitch. I gotta give up love and affection because motherfuckers don't wanna. Hold on. Calm down. I gotta give up love and affection because motherfuckers is taking my rights away. God damn, I can't have nothing. I can't have abortions. I can't have rights. I can't have food stamps. And I can't have my man. The fuck you mean?
Like I'm saying, obviously a lot of women are crashing out, but I'm noticing women crashing out on both sides. This isn't just these Harry's women crashing out. No, I'm not doing that nonsense. I'm seeing both women on both sides crashing out because it's caused a rift in a lot of women now. It's like a lot of women have realized.
Yeah, the sisterhood really got fractured hard with this election. There were so many women that voted for Trump and so many that voted against. Now women just see each other as freaking enemies. It's very interesting. I see it in everyday life too. I meet up with a lot of the girls and stuff, and they will tell me, I voted for Trump. All my friends hate me now. I'm like, I'm like, my best friend, voted for Kamala, but we're still best friends. I mean, we vote for our own interests. That's what it is.
They can't trust each other because a lot of women didn't realize, I didn't know you were this. I didn't know you were that. Oh, now I understand. It's hilarious. I think anyway, remember, I'm from the outside looking in. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Like, what are we even talking about right now? Like, what are y'all even talking about?
Yeah, fake crying.
What the fuck are y'all even talking about? Like,
Just need to add a little bit of honey to water and sprinkle a little bit of rosebuds on top and call it a day witchcraft. I am not talking about that witchcraft. That's self-care. There's a time and place for self-care, but what I'm talking about is the witchcraft that I've been doing for the 7, 8, 9 years that I've been a public witch. I'm talking about the witchcraft of our ancestors.
Okay.
The ancestors who were like, I'm in danger, bitch. I might die, bitch. If I don't get the hunt, if I don't get the harvest, if I don't get the fertility, I'm gone, bitch. That sort of witchcraft. The witchcraft that acknowledges that there's a situation right now where we may not be able to go through the front door. So we're going to have to go through the windows, we're going to have to go through the back, we're going to have to go through whatever means necessary.
What is she talking about? I don't know. I don't know. I sort of understand. Well, I don't know. Again, if you just step back and observe, all of the women are crashing out more so than men. I've noticed, which is interesting. But it's like it's a lot of different things. It's a lot of various different things happening all at once. And again, this is why 4B will not work for women in the US. They're not all on the same accord. This has proven to a lot of them.
I wouldn't think it would work in almost any country. Most women want men. They want to be taken care of. They want men's resources. And it's good, in a sense. It's how we get more freaking babies.
We are not all on the same accord. Because in a weird sense, talking about mystical chicks, pretty much most of the mystical chicks, the astrologer chicks and the card chicks on TikTok, they predicted Harris would win, but she didn't. Trump won. So a lot of them have been saying, we got it wrong. So again, another rift in a lot of women. A lot of them are saying they don't believe they're mystical chicks now. They don't believe they're astrologers. They're card chicks. Fascinating. Again, I don't need politics and this stuff and race and all that stuff, but I am a relationship scientist. Of course, I'm a relationship scientist, not a pill. I'm a relationship scientist. So all this science... Is
that what I am? I'll take the title. Relationship scientist.
Observing, it's fascinating. Even the mystical girly pops are a bit unsure about each other. Because of an election? Oh, wow. Really?
This sort of witchcraft is a bit risky.
Is it?
A long time ago, we were burned at the stake. We were thrown into rivers. We were relegated, ostracized to the fringes of society.
Yeah, but now a lot of modern women have a cushy life and they can order a steak. Yeah? Independent women, I'm just saying.
It is what it is. But now is a time for that witchcraft.
Is it?
We don't have to be afraid. It's just time.
Okay, but is it witchcraft for like the Trump voters. Is that what she's saying? She's being very coded in what she's saying. I don't know what she's saying.
Exactly
You know, is it just for Trump voters? Is that what you're saying, woman? Yeah, with your magic? What?
Ladies who date men, listen up because I'm so f***ing serious. Okay. Do not let a man who voted for Trump touch your body. Do not date them. Do not be around them. I think we all had this false belief.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you, woman. The stats. The elections prove it. I don't believe you, woman. No, she could be a Harry supporter. Obviously, I think she probably is. But I'm going to run with it anyway. You're an American white woman. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but it's like that in itself has caused a lot of contradiction. Who can you believe? Who should you believe? Is she just waffling? Is she? I don't believe you though, woman.
Belief or maybe naive hope that a majority of the men who are voting for Trump would be older. And also because the Gen Z boys, when they were polled, a majority of them said they were undecided. And yet these little assholes immediately went and voted for Trump. Why? Because Did
you just call boys little assholes? Like little boys? You called men this. Let me see how you view men.
Yes, is they are so-called victims of the loneliness epidemic. Okay. But bitch is about to be a lot more lonely. And I don't even just say this in a retaliatory way. Although have no doubts, if a man votes to take away your rights to bodily autonomy, then he should have no rights to your body.
Okay, we get her waffling, and obviously
abortion is not rights to bodily autonomy, but okay.
Crashing out. But that's my point as well, though. I'm starting to wonder how many men really do want this sort of dystopia where women really are your slaves and your subordinates. Like, I'm wondering how much I've missed the point where men want this sort of society, where men want this to be, where it's like it wouldn't benefit you anyway. A lot of men don't understand, you wouldn't want a society where you're trying to convert modern women back into subordinates. Nope. Trust me, you would not want that. A lot of things are too far gone.
I agree.
To want to reconvert modern women back into subordinates, a lot of dudes are going to die, all right? A lot of these women are going to go full chaos, full Nova, and take you out with them, okay? They've seen the promised land. They've seen their promised land. That doesn't mean they're going to abandon men. No, that's cap as well. But it means, no, they've experienced too much. Again, your body, my choice is for losers, especially if you're a young white man. I mean, white women have proven to you, they're not going anywhere, bro. You don't need to go that far. Just relax, chill.
But understand that this decision was made out of an urge to control a woman, to force dependence on a man. And contrary to popular belief, SAs happen not because of sexual attraction, but because the man has a need for control and domination.
Wait, what? SA happens because we have a need for control, not that we're attracted to something?
And these men, a majority of them who were younger, lied. They're willing to lie about their true intention for women
or they didn't know when they got polled and they finally decided might as well just go with this. What's wrong with that?
In order to save face, get closer, and if they already have the need, want, desire, and follow through to control women's bodies, what do you think they're going to do when they're alone with you?
Like, sometimes I wonder if men think about the full spectrum of what they're asking for. Like, subordinate women would be subordinate, but that means they'd be subordinate to all men. What makes you think another man couldn't come along and just take your woman? I don't think that would change. I don't think it would make women more faithful. No, that's sort of delusional. Because if women are forced to be subordinates, they'd still seek their best option to be subordinate to. Again, they'd still seek their best option to be subordinate to.
Technically, that's how it should be. They should be seeking their best option to be, submissive to, because they want a good husband, a good man that leads. They just haven't been doing all that.
This election proven that.
And follow through to control women's bodies? What do you think they're going to do when they're alone with you?
Ain't no way in hell I'm leaving my man. I'm not here to judge anybody doing this 4B movement, but telling people to divorce their husbands is crazy.
Yeah.
First of all, this is the type of movement that is never going to work if every woman in America is not on board. What's going to happen is that a handful of y'all are going to leave your husbands and end up miserable and alone while your husband is
Exactly.
laid up with somebody new. I'm just pointing out the
Exactly.
obvious.
And like I said in my previous video, there are too many women that other women call pick-me's. Yeah, there are too many of those women. Those women aren't going anywhere. There's always going to be a woman who wants attention.
I mean, now according to the votes, there's probably more pick-me's than liberal women.
Validation from men or a man. They'd be the first women to cave. They'd say, "Oh, I'm 4B. I'm 4B. Oh, Saturday, I'm 4B." By Monday, she's got a new boyfriend and she's in love. Really? Yeah, caps.
Like, I just seen a video and the lady was like, divorce your husbands immediately if you can. Scary amount of women on there that was like, yep, I've been telling everybody to divorce their husbands. And then she went on to tell people to poison, murder their husbands. Ma'am, you're advocating for murder. No one sees an issue with that. And then again, a scary amount of comments like, yep. Please educate me. I'm genuinely having a hard time wrapping my mind around what purpose is that serving. Now, me personally, I'm not married. I do have a man, a great man. Ain't no way on God's green earth I'm finna leave my man. Is you crazy?
Okay.
I'm genuinely having a hard time wrapping my mind around this concept.
Okay. Obviously a rational woman. She's not doing that nonsense. Of course she wouldn't. She's got a good man in her life and she's not going to abandon her good man to be like one of these miserable manless chicks out here that are claiming 4B. Yeah. Some of them probably couldn't get a man anyway, but whatever. But on one hand, the women claiming 4B is like the other end of the extreme, isn't it?
I just think it's funny, like 4B. So you want to do whatever you want to do. We don't care. Just do it. You're good. It's like MGTOWs. Like us MGTOWs, we don't go around to women. We're MGTOW. No, we're just MGTOW. All right, cool. We don't want to mess with women. Cool. We talk to other guys about it, but you aren't going to women screaming at them, MGTOW, right? Just who cares? People gonna do what they want to do. Men are gonna do what they want to do. You ladies want to be B4? Be gone.
Like on one hand, the male version of the extreme is your body, my choice. The woman's version of the extreme on the other end is I'm 4B now. I'm 4B. My body, your choice. I will say you're not going to get to touch my body at all. You see, it's two ends of the same extreme. Do you understand? One from a male perspective, the other from a female perspective. I swear, as human beings, I call myself a flipping replicant. I'm an android. A sophisticated one, obviously. I'm an android. But you human beings are just like sexual frustration. All right? Sexual frustration. I'm going to leave it at that. I could explain it, but it seems like it's the same thing on both ends of the spectrum. It's nonsense as well. It's politics. It's BS. Sexual frustration as well. All right? I'm going to leave that one there. I don't have time for context, so this video is already long enough. But yeah, if you can see, can't you?
In a bigger picture, I really want to point out with this is anybody does have a husband worth divorcing or a man worth leaving. This is what it took for you to leave your man. People stick around for neglect, abuse, mistreatment, cheating, lying. Y'all stayed for that.
You just took a whole bunch of women telling you that men are evil and men are trying to take your rights away. Now you're finally able to want to divorce your husband.
But this is what it took for you to leave? Genuinely having a hard time grasping. Why do I need to leave my man? To prove a point to a government that it's not going to give a f about us either way it goes. Y'all do realize that, right? I'm just saying. So if that makes me an enemy because I cannot get behind this, I guess I'm an enemy because I'm not leaving my man.
Good.
The hell? The way my man stands by me, supports me, lifts me up, and loves me in any way, shape, or form possible, I would literally be insane to leave my man. I don't care.
Exactly. And it's a thing that a lot of women don't seem to understand with their 4B nonsense. Yeah, some women out there actually have men who love them.
Yep.
Yeah? A lot of women have dated too many dusty men who never cared about them. Too many F-boys and players, yeah.
It's all the single ladies that seem to be pushing this, right? It's never women that are married or like, you know what? I love my husband.
Some women actually have men who genuinely love them. So a lot of these 4B chicks don't seem to understand. Because a lot of these 4B chicks never had a man who ever really loved them. He slept with her. I never really loved her though. Come on. She probably wasn't lovable.
Honestly, I'm not going to hold you. I really do feel bad for the men out there that are good men who are waking up today and they women is just like, skirt, I'm gone, done. Because TikTok told me to.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
I really wish y'all would use this same energy to vote for your state reps, state's attorney, judges, things like that, that really is going to make a difference.
Yep.
I'm going to pray for y'all,
I
though.
100% agree
Yeah, I'm
with
not.
this.
Seriously.
It's becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer. We are not all fam in this club.
Indeed. Indeed. And it's sort of a weird, shocking way for a lot of people to realize that perspective, especially a lot of women. No, they're not all fam in the club.
We are not all fam in this club.
Be it a clique, club, party, cult, group, whatever. Some of the loudest, craziest people get the most attention, but would drag others to absolute destruction.
The witchcraft lady one was kind of freaky to me and scary, just because I know, like, again, I'm Cambodian. Witchcraft, Cambodian voodoo, black magic is a pretty big thing. Like Vietnamese people, Laos people, Thai people know about Cambodians and voodoo very well. So there's some things I've seen. Oh man, I don't know. There's that logical side of my brain that says, oh, it's all stupid. But then there's the other side of my brain that's like, I grew up with this and I've seen all some shit. So I don't know. I'd just rather stay away. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.